We knew coming into this game it was going to be a tough game because that's the style of play that Denver plays. They stay in games and they make plays late, like tonight with the tip in, but he missed it. That's what they do, and we knew coming into this game it was going to be an ugly game. We just did the best that we could, trying to execute our plans and cutting off their stuff and doing what we do.
The post guys on both teams, you and I think Amigo is his last name. You guys were going at it, like one guy would make a great post move, then you'd go down and make a post move. Sometimes it's the guards that get all the adulation and the highlights and all that, but your post guys were going at each other tonight.
Yeah.
Was that kind of fun?
Yeah, it was really fun. Amigo, he's really talented. He just made some nice moves, but I think I made some better ones.
This is, I guess, for both of you guys, knowing just how tough the Summit League's going to be and that the target's on your back, just how key is it for you guys to make those big plays down the stretch like you guys did tonight?
It was key. Like BC said, we just kind of depended on each other, and we trusted in in each other, and we knew that guys were going to step up and make good plays and step up at the free throw line, and we had confidence in one another, and we did what we had to do.
And then Bryson, you had 27 points tonight. How did it feel kind of getting back into the swing that you were in that non-conference schedule? You're putting up those kind of numbers every night.
Yeah, it feels good. My teammates brought me along, and they wanted me to come out and have a good game, and I just wanted to be in attack mode and be aggressive, and that's what I did, and we're happy that I had a good game.
Bryson, not a lot of people in Fort Wayne really understand the level of play in the Summit League because it's not Midwest teams that they see a ton and stuff. And I know you sat on the bench last year watching the Summit League, but it's different when you're out there trying to guard and all that. What have you thought of the Summit League in the first 3-4 games that you guys have had?
It's tough. A lot of talented players in this league that don't get the type of praise that a lot of other schools have. So, a lot of good players in this league, and we're just going to continue to build off these wins and continue to get better.
And Brent, Coach Coffman went with Jordan King a little bit more tonight than he has. What have you seen from Jordan King this year, both offensively and defensively? What's he bring to the table?
I think Jordan King is very talented. When he's on the floor, he makes plays, which we need. We need that energy off the bench, which he gives us. He's always sitting in the gaps. He rebounds really well. He's very athletic, and he can shoot it. So it's like there's not really much you can ask, not too much more you can ask from him. But he's big time for us.
Is he the best dunker on the team, or is Conchar?
Ooh.
Is that a tough one?
Ooh. I don't know. I may give it to Jordan King.
I think Jordan King probably has more bounce, but I think Conchar he played more in the game, so
yeah. He gets more opportunities.
Yeah, he gets more opportunities. So.
Very diplomatic answer.
You need to look for Jordan on a break sometime.
Yeah. You're right. I need to look up.
I have one more. Just kind of with Monday's game being a non-conference, kind of Division II opponent coming in, what will you guys kind of be focusing on, having a nice little break, I guess, in your Summit League play?
We're going to have the same mentality. We're going to come out. We're going to attack those guys just like we attacked Denver tonight. We're going to sit in the gaps. We're going to pressure them on defense. We're going to do everything that we do every night, and we're going to come out ready to play.
I do have one more question. You guys, they jump off to a 10-0 lead on you guys. What's going through the players' minds as you're down 10-0? And, this is going to be a 2 or 3 point game at the end, and you just let them have 10. So is there any nervousness, panic, anything like that?
No panic. We just came out kind of slow, I felt like, and we just had to pick it up. We had a sense of urgency when they put 10 points on us quick, so we just had a little sense of urgency, and we picked it up, and glad that we did.
Is that a lesson you can learn for the next game, Brent, that, hey, we got to be ready from opening tip?
Yeah, definitely. We have to be ready from opening tip. In the Summit League, you have to come out ready to play because, guys can step in your throat at any night. So you got to be ready to play from the tip off.
Was there a certain amount of confidence having come back at Omaha earlier this week and knowing that you guys can go on those kinds of runs and keep it?
I would say our confidence coming into this game was pretty high. But we were brought back to reality after that 10-0 run in the beginning, and we realized like we have to come out to play, we have to execute and the game plan and do what we have to do.
Extremely proud of our group with their toughness and resilience down the stretch. I got to take my hat off and give credit to Denver, who played a phenomenal game tonight. They had stretches where they out-toughed us. They were quicker to the ball, faster to the ball. They made tough plays, and we got to improve and get better. We gave up too many non-resistant baskets. We didn't get some great flow. The ball froze a little bit in our hands. But at the end of the day, we made enough tough plays, and some guys stepped up late. And not just the guys who hit the shots, but the guys who executed. We were able to come out of timeouts, and guys executed some actions almost to perfection to get really, really good looks. And that's tough under pressure situations. And then we had some guys step up and just make some really nice plays. Last couple possessions, we had some really tough rebounds as well. And some guys step up to the free throw line in pressure situations and knock down free throws. And I'm really proud of that. And I think our guys are starting to learn, guys that have not played a round of Summit League basketball, that every night you got to bring it. There's a target on our chest, as well as it's just tough for everybody in this league. It's a very well coached league. Tonight's Denver team was very well coached, and it's a league where guys are going to be ready to play every night, and you better bring it because anybody can beat anybody in this league. And I'm ultimately proud of the win and making enough plays, having enough toughness to finish it out.
Coach, what was wrong at the start where they jumped off? I think it was a 10-0 lead.
10-0. There was a mixture of things. I thought first play of the game, we didn't show the toughness that we needed to. We did a good job defending the high-low. Amiga fumbled the ball, and ball was on the deck, and we had a couple guys look at it. Amiga picks it up, puts the ball in. I mean, there's some resistance there, but that ball's on the floor, and that's who we have to be. That's what you have to do to win league games. You got to be the first on the floor. Then we were doing some different things with our ball screens. We didn't execute it very well. Gave up a couple non-resistant baskets. And on the other end, on the offensive end, I thought we got a couple good shots. Had maybe a turnover mixed in there. I wasn't worried about the offensive end. It was more the defensive end. We got to get stops so that we can push and run and play.
How do you balance? You're not going to win in the Summit League by 20 points on a given night. It's going to be a 2-point game, 3-point game, one way or the other. How do you balance your frustration at some 50-50 balls that didn't go your way, some toughness plays, but yet you did find a way to get a win?
No, and I'm very proud of our guys with that. And you got to look to get better every single day. And so that's what I'm looking at. And my expectation is I don't expect perfect play. There's not going to be perfect play. You're going to make errors. The game is about, fixing errors, constant transitions. What I do expect, though, is a perfect effort. And so a dive on the floor, 5 guys attacking a ball, being fast to the ball, that's an expectation that I'm not going to compromise on. So if those are situations that we encounter, I'm not the disappointment, but we're gonna coach that extremely hard. The other part of it, making plays and the ball getting frozen at times, that's also good defense. That's guys throwing different things at you. They defend the ball screen a little differently. They sag a little different. It's hard to mimic that in your. It's hard to mimic that in your practices, and so that's something we got to deal with. And you're right. You're gonna all these games, they're gonna be decided by 2, 3, 4, 5 points, and then guys got to make plays. But I have high expectations for this group, and I think they have high expectations for themselves as well. And I think we can all strive for a perfect effort for sure.
Jordan King got some extended minutes tonight, more so than some other games that I've seen. Talk a little bit about what you've seen from him of late, that you had confidence in putting him in, and what you saw from him tonight.
Well, he's shown an urgency about his playing and bursts in transition and awareness and you know. The offensive end has never been an issue with him. It's just playing at our level, at the Division I level, the intensity that you have to have on the defensive end. And, you know, Denver's a team that, like us, passes the ball really well. And if you're a sleepy defender, you know, you're going to get picked apart. And he has, like, in small segments, has really developed our confidence. And he's shown in small segments, he's raised his level of play. You know, it's a situation. He stepped up and, you know, made a huge three, got to the free throw line, you know, and did some nice things on defense. And, you know, we got some guys. I mean, there's still some guys out there that are still playing less than I want them to play. And, you know, we got, you know, a guy or two, I think, that didn't play tonight. I mean, Charles, he's a really good player. He's going to play for us. I didn't work it into the rotation. Had, you know, no preconceived. We got a really good bench. You know, it's tough though. You got some guys that won a lot of games with that I ride in some segments. But you know, I want to keep developing those guys because I think we are better. And you saw, I mean, John holding him down to 34 minutes. I think that's, you know, I mean, it's hard to keep him out for those 6 minutes, but I think he'll play more efficient. And be able to get those guys breaks in each half is good.
Can you play John? You have to play John 35 minutes, right in that ballpark, so that he can last to March 20th, 22nd, 23rd, however long your season goes. I mean, can you play 39 minutes a game and until March 25th?
I mean, he did it last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he did it last year. You know, we didn't reach our ultimate goal, so maybe not. But you know, he's pretty tough. He's takes care of his body. You know, does a great job with that. But you're probably right. And really, just, I mean, I'm not worried about March right now. I'm worried about the next game. I mean, that's our mantra. We're going to try and win the next one. We got a game on Monday. Like, our total focus is on Monday night's game. Like, what we got to do to have success there and get better before Monday. So, you know, what we need to do to get guys to play the best in those individual games is kind of our focus right now.
Will you try to be getting in some of those guys that you were saying you were hoping to get them play a little bit more
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Monday's game?
I mean, you know, we go into every game. I got confidence, you know, subbing all I guess what do we have, 12 guys that are eligible to play right now. So, yeah, I'm sure those guys will get some more extended minutes on Monday as we play a non-conference game in the midst of it. And that's a great opportunity for some guys to get some rhythm and stuff like that as well. So it'll be good, and then we'll probably have a day off on Tuesday, get our legs under us a little bit, and then be ready to go when we head out to South Dakota.
I'm looking at a couple performances tonight. Both Brent and Bryson tied career highs in their scoring. What does that do to kind of offset some of the guys that maybe didn't score? Looking at D'Angelo and John was limited to 6 points, kind of those kinds of.
Well, it's nice when guys can step up. You know, we've always been a program where, you know, we don't worry about who scores the ball. It's who ends up with the extra pass. And so sometimes you might have 25, the next night you might have 9, and you know we just care about the end result and sharing the basketball. So I will say this, you know, we were calling John's number a lot in some play actions. Denver did a great job of putting him in crowds and trying to make it very difficult for him to score. You know, and they beat him up a little bit too. I mean, every time the ball went to the glass, I mean, he was getting 2 guys grabbing him and clawing him and attacking him to keep him off the glass. As he drive, they were flying guys at him to put him in the crowd, and they did a good job. And sometimes what that does is, and he's so unselfish, he moves the ball to the next guy, and that leaves some other guys open for some good looks.